Hello everyone, my name is Aniruddha Sutar. In first demo, we have discussed about the Spring and Spring Boot and how to create a Spring Boot first application. In this demo, we will discuss about microservices. In this demo, we will discuss about microservice architecture and the monolithic architecture. Sorry. Monolithic architecture. So let's get started with what is monolithic architecture. So monolithic architecture is nothing but a traditional approach to design software where entire application is built as a single unit. So in this monolithic architecture, all the different components of the applications like user interface, business logic, or data access layer, etc. are tightly integrated and deployed together. This means if we change in one layer or in one service, the whole application is affected. It means the changes or updates to the application requires modifying and redeploying the entire monolithic architecture. So in simple way we can say that if uh, if you use monolithic architecture to develop your application and you want to change something in a one service layer, so to change that update you have to change or modify your entire monolithic application. So monolithic architecture are often characterized by their simplicity and ease of development. However, monolithic architecture become complex and difficult to maintain as the size and the complexity of this architecture is quite big. But there are some advantages of using monolithic architecture like its simplicity. It means the monolithic architecture are simple to build. Then then the development speed. I think using monolithic architecture we can develop our application faster. There are some disadvantages of monolithic architecture, which are complexity, then deployment, uh, deployment problems, or this is about the monolithic architecture. Now let's discuss about the microservice architecture. So in microservice architecture, application is built as a collection of small and independent services. It means it is a combination of small independent services which represents a specific business logic. These services are loosely coupled and communicate each other communicate with each other over a network. Microservice architecture often use lightweight protocols like HTTP or messaging queues. In microservice architecture, each service is responsible for a single functionality. The microservice architecture has significant impact on the relationship between application and the database. Two microservices establish their communication using API gateways. API gateway is used to communicate between two microservices. We can say that. Let's see the difference between the monolithic and microservice architecture again. So monolithic architecture is a single tier architecture and microservice architecture is the multi-tier architecture. In monolithic architecture, the components are large and tightly coupled, but in microservice architecture, the components are small and loosely coupled. Here, the monolithic architecture, the application deployed as a single unit, and in microservice architecture, the individual service can be deployed independently. And because of that, we can say that the development is simpler in the monolithic architecture, and in microservice architecture, the development is quite complex due to managing multiple services. And also we can say that the communication between the monolithic architecture component is faster, and in microservice architecture the communication may be slower due to the network calls. Now let's see the practical demonstration of the microservice. So as before, we have discussed the Spring, how to create our first Spring Boot application using Spring Initializer. So here we can create microservices using Spring Boot with the Spring Initializer. So go to the browser and write Spring Initializer. Open Spring Initializer. Here we will see this window. Here you can see the project. Just select Maven because Maven is one of the project building tool. Language is Java because we are building microservices using Java language. Here these are the Spring Boot versions, and 3.2.11 is the latest Spring Boot version. You can choose any version. So this is project metadata, like this is group id com.example. Here this is artifact id. Here I will return the another name like microservice demo. This is our project name, microservice demo, and here this is the description of our project. You can write any description if you want. I just add this is the first microservice application. Here just add dependency Spring Web. You can see here Spring Web. This Spring Web dependency is used for the uh, used to run our application on server, because this dependency includes the embedded Tomcat server. So let's select Here you can explore your project. Here is a pom.xml file. I'm just closing it, and here you can see the generate button. Just click on it. It will generate the zip file of the project. Just click. So our file is downloaded. Go to the file manager, and in downloads you will see the zip file. Just extract this file. Our file is extracted here. Now go to the Eclipse. Here just import the file which we have created. Go to existing Maven project because the project is already present on this machine. Go to next and browse the folder in downloads. This is our folder, microservice demo. Select this folder and finish it. So here you can see our project is created as microservice demo. Let's explore the project structure. Just wait a minute, our project is building. So our project is ready. Here just we will explore this project one by one, like the first src main java. Here you can see the package microservice demo. In this package you will see the microservice demo application.java class. Just open it. In this class you can see here the @spring boot application annotation. This annotation shows that this is the Spring Boot application, and this is the entry level of or entry point of our Spring Boot application. Here in src main resource you can see application.properties file. Here you can configure your database connection or any other configuration if you want. And the last one is the pom.xml file. In this file you can see all the information about our project, like the artifact ID or a version of Spring Boot, then the name of our project and the description. Also the dependencies we added, like Spring Boot starter web. So let's close it and simply run this application. Let's see if our application is working or not. To run the application, right click on the class in which the @spring boot application annotation is present, because it is a entry point of our Spring Boot application. Run as, then click on Java application. Here you can see our application is failed to start because the port 8080 was already in use. To solve this problem, just go to application.properties, and here we just need to configure our port number to change. So we can change our port number by using server port equal to, give the port number whichever you want, like I'm just giving 8087 and save this. Now go to our main class and the main class and just click on, right click on this class and run as Java application. Okay, so our application is started on port number 8087. Okay, so let's move on. Now create the another controller package here. Go to new and package. I'm just giving the name out to the package as a controller. Finish it. Here you can see our first package is colorful and the just we have created is the white in color, because in this color package the microservice demo application.java class is present. In this package there is no class present. It means if we add the class in this package, it will change its color from white to brown. So let's add one class into this package, new class. Just give one name. I'm just giving cart controller. Dot java and finish. Okay, so in this class we are going to write the REST APIs. I'm just adding the @REST controller annotation. Import the REST controller annotation. Import REST controller. Here I am creating the mapping, or I just write get mapping. Mapping and here you can cart is our endpoint of the URL. Now create one method, public. I'm here using the list of string because in cart there may be many items or products are present. So I'm using list of string. Get here I will return the list. list of products. List of products at product 1, then product 2, product product 3. Okay. Just import this annotation, get mapping, and save the changes. Now let's restart our or rerun our this application and check the API is working or not using the browser. So our application is started on 8087 port. So let's test it. To test the API, just write the URL localhost our port number 8087, then the endpoint cart and hit the enter button. Here you can see the list of products, product 1, product 2 and product 3. This is our one microservice. Now we will create the another one microservice using Spring Initializer. So go to Spring Initializer. It was our first microservice, and here we will create another microservice named second microservice 2. This is the second service of microservice app. Here we require the web dependency to run our project, so just generate it. Here in download you can see the zip folder microservice 2 is downloaded. Now extract it. Our file is extracted here. Now go to Eclipse again and import this file. Import existing Maven project. Next browse the folder in downloads microservice 2 and select the folder and finish. Here our folder is getting ready. So here you can see our microservice 2 project is created, and this is the same project structure as we seen before. So just go to src.main.java. Here just create the another controller, like I'm just creating one package, controller package dot controller and finish. In this package, here we will add one class, new class, order.java, order. So order controller.java class is created here. In this class we will add the another REST API. I'm adding here REST controller annotation. Import this annotation. I'm adding here get mapping. Endpoint is orders. Sorry, I just write one method, public string and get orders. Here just return the message. I'm just writing order details for user. Just import this annotation get mapping and save the changes. So to run this second microservice, we have to configure our server.port and application.properties. Just change the port number server.port because our 8080 port is already in use. So I'm adding here 8088 and save this. Go to the main class where at the red Spring Boot application annotation is present, and by right clicking run as Java application. So here our application is started on port number 8088. So let's check our API is working or not. Just change here the port number to 8088. Localhost endpoint is orders and hit the enter button. stop the first microservice also. Now here microservice 2, this is our, go to this run as Java application. Our application is started now. Sorry, just a spelling mistake. Here local host, yeah, here you can see order details for user. Now to communicate these two microservices, the REST template is used. So let's see how to communicate these microservices using a REST template. So just go to ChatGPT and ask the ChatGPT. It will give this code of REST template. Just copy it and paste this code in the second microservice order controller. Here paste the code and change the port number 8087 and import this REST template. Here our endpoint is cart. Just save the changes. Now stop this application and now run both microservices at a time. First run the first microservice application. Here this is our first microservice application. Just run it. Here our first application is started on port number 8087. Here you can see. Now run the second microservice, run as Java application. And here you can see our this second microservice is started on port number 8088. So now go to order controllers and here just copy this endpoint, go to the browser. Here we will check our microservices are communicating or not. Control V and sorry, two slashes are added here. Okay. So our two microservices are communicating with each other. Like you can see here the order details for user along with catalog, product 1, product 2 and product 3. This is data of our microservice first and this is the data of our microservice second. So these are combined using the REST template. So this is our first microservice application we have created just now. So thank you.